tear coming, and it gave.
Don't do
like
that.
She had to blink. She had to squeeze, man. She squeezed so hard, and all I saw was one tear fall. And I was just like, I want to believe you so bad. I want to believe that you didn't do these things. But also when I listened to the dancers, like, because I watched a few different, interviews. I watched the dancers' interviews too. And I just feel like the dancers, like, I feel like they're coming at her because, yes, maybe some of the things might have happened, but I feel like also, it was like a girls' night out, like things might have went a little bit too far. And now you're trying to say, oh, we were harassed and we were forced to do all of these things. And it's like, but maybe in that moment when you had a few shots of tequila, you was with it.
You know what? Well, that's a good point. Well, some charges have been dismissed. Others are still in the appeals process. So when it comes to accountability versus allegations, do we think Lizzo will ever be able to overcome this?
I think she'll.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Give it some more time and some more records. And she said her album was about to be dropped too.
Yeah.
So she was going to give Keke Palmer an exclusive on that too.
Good PR.
So yeah, maybe, with time, everything passes. Let's look at Megan now.
And we are not in the age of accountability. Let's
not.
be honest here. People
are about to fight office.
Exactly.
Yeah, very true.
I think it'll be over sooner than it started.
As soon as something else happens.
That's right.
Something else will happen, they'll forget about it, and then they'll be like, oh, Lizzo.
Right.
But what I do think is that...
Come on, nails. New Year nails.
Right? I didn't eat myself. I didn't eat myself. Sorry. I do think looking at Lizzo, watching her kind of keeping up with her career a little bit, because I'm not really a fan of anyone except Jesus Christ. But
Evangelist.
on the outside looking in, it gives that she is a girl's girl, and it gives that she has a little underlying bully in there. And so I think that's where the lack of remorse may be coming from. Because she probably, we was joking all the time. You know what I'm saying?
These was my friends.
This was my friends.
I didn't know how to differentiate from boss and friend.
I didn't realize when I said, girl, suck your stomach and that ain't the look. That's not the angle that now this is, battery and sexual assault and a bully.
Well, she did say in an interview, and I think it probably was this interview, when she mentioned that she saw other dancers with other artists who they didn't even have a relationship with.
They don't talk.
They don't talk
to
them. Right? That was that interview. So they didn't talk to them. So she wanted to break that stereotype and have a relationship. But
like
to your
family dynamic.
With a family dynamic. But to your point, she probably was like, girl, you're doing too much. And that dancer probably took offense to it.
Girl, you gaining weight.
Girl.
I can't
you gaining weight
now.
now.
And she's weight shaming anybody. Wasn't that
you
like
said you can't?
I cannot.
Yeah.
Imagine that she would be weight shaming anyone because isn't that like her whole movement?
That is her constant
That is her
fight.
brand,
Yeah, so it just seems to me that would be off brand. For her to do that and to establish family with the dancers. I think that was a good thing because, like you said, most artists don't do that. However, she did say that maybe she'll pull back from that because now she sees how that may cause an issue. So
she wanted to be cool with everybody.
She wanted to be Beyonce because, Beyonce always has this all-woman band and women this, all this empowerment.
She wanted to be Beyonce.
You see my mouth is open like
I'm trying to follow.
They don't, these dancers didn't revere and respect her with the respect that Beyonce just gets. And I'm sure Beyonce has a better system in place that after you leave here, baby, because we didn't know who was doing Beyonce for about 25 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, listen, I don't know. I feel like Lizzo did a little something. They all did a little something. We don't know.
I think they was having fun. I really think on these trips or whatever was going on. Now, maybe she did tell the girl that she was gaining weight, but she probably didn't mean it like that. She probably was trying to come from a place of, girl, now we got distorted. We got to finish up.
That outfit wasn't supposed to fit like that.
Okay, you looking a little, it's falling over the top of the shorts now, so you need to get it together. But maybe then now, because the dancers are in the position that they're in, it's like, oh, well, that really hurt my feelings, and it's just like, girl.
But they probably have that as a...
But you want to keep your job at that point. At that point, you wanted to hold your position and keep that job as Lizzo's dancer. So you didn't say nothing then. But conveniently, now you have a whole lawsuit. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? Well, we're going to pray for Lizzo and all the other crews who was two-stepping with her and all the things. Moving on, Hollywood mogul and philanthropist Tyler Perry shared his unique approach to parenting, and everyone is talking about it. So from giving his son only books and Legos, y'all, for Christmas to insisting he flies commercial, Perry says it's all about teaching his son an important lesson. Take a look.
Amon, he is 10 years old.
Yeah.
10 years. Oh my gosh. I remember when it was. Yes,
Yeah.
time has passed. So, like, did he give you his Christmas list? It's coming up?
He don't get no Christmas list.
What you talking about?
He gets two things. He
What?
gets books and Legos.
That's it?
He don't have a job. What else is he going to get? He was complaining about flying commercial because the lines were so long. And Galila and I were talking. She called me up. She's like, we're not flying on your plane anymore. Like, okay, fine. So they have been going coach for years.
You letting your son go coach?
Absolutely, so that he understands. I worked. He did not.
Really?
So when he works, he can learn that lesson. Yeah. He's not gonna be one of those ridiculous spoiled rich kids. I can't stand that. No, he ain't got.
I know.
He ain't got no money.
Now, see,
I know that's right. He ain't got no money.
I respect
He's
it,
not
but
gonna
can
be
we
one of the
all
Smiths.
agree that we didn't know that he had a son? Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he had
really
kids at
follow.
all, actually.
Now, is this a biological child or is this adopted? We don't know.
That's a good
I
question.
think it's something like a biological.
Something like a biological.
I think he did.
Somebody carried
biological.
it.
Somebody, yes, someone carried it.
Okay.
That's fair.
I don't really know about Tyler Perry's
Okay.
life, so.
Okay, that's cool.
But Tyler Perry is such a comedian, you really don't.
You
ever
don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So was this a stunt or was this like for real? Like,
think
I
he's
was
being
He's
serious.
very
It's for
serious.
real.
okay.
think
He was
he
for
was
real. Just
serious.
Legos and even
Legos
like
and books.
what if? Oh, because maybe his child already have everything else. Maybe he already got the iPad and he already got the cell phone and he already got everything else because he's 10.
He's 10.
So he probably already got the laptop, the iPad, the phone, and
But what
everything
Tyler
else.
Perry's
the
saying, what he's
headphones.
not getting is that G-Wagon go-kart, which I agree. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Well, I think there needs to be a sense of balance. I mean, he does have a parent that can afford things that most cannot. And I think he wants to create that balance so that he grows up to respect that position, respect the fact that he has money rather than being, whacked out of his mind.
I wonder, is he
Exactly.
going to public school then?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Why not?
But he should be able to, since
wouldn't do
nobody
that.
knows he's Tyler Perry's son.
I'm done. I'm done.
Well, do you think this is a fair approach for him to take if you compare him to other celebrities and their children being in the headlines for stealing refrigerators and holding them?
Sure,
and
that's,
all
No, you
those
know
that's
things?
probably
you're
why
wrong.
he's taking that
I'm just saying,
approach.
because
You
we've
know
talked
you're
about
wrong.
other parents and other children
Who are not of the same celebrity
in
status.
2024, of the year of our Lord, we talked about them. So now that we are in 2025, is it fair for us to hold Tyler Perry to those same standards compared to the other parents who gave their kids all the things and they still stealing refrigerators?
I think Tyler Perry is on the right track. He has raised up enough kids on all the movies and TV shows, sitcoms,
know
and plays that he done did.
Yeah.
He knows how to train up a child in the way they should go.
I think so. I think he's doing the right thing.
Ooh, you think
I mean,
so?
probably later on he may
Okay.
open it up a little bit, but I think right now to create that balance, to create that respect, to create the fact that he's humble.
Yeah.
Rather than again being like
Now,
just
do you
whacked
think
out.
it's fair for him to keep his son so private? Like,
think
is he the
so.
status of
That's
Michael
his
Jackson?
son.
Because we couldn't see Michael
Blanket.
Jackson,
We couldn't see
blanket, Like, is he on the same playing field as Michael Jackson did with his kids?
I think he's smart. He don't.
think it's
Yeah, I think he's smart.
protect him from the media, protect him from opinions, protect him from all the other things that are out there.
Since that
that's
interview,
always
I'm
coming
sure the little
at these
TikTok done
kids.
found this
TikTok.
person's Instagram or social media or something. Somebody out there somewhere knows where this child is.
Well, I hope he reads me a book and builds me some Legos and things. He may be an engineer.
He'll
one
be
day, we
creative.
don't know. Well, we have to take a short commercial break, but stay tuned for Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinion coming up right after this. This is POV. Hey, social media, real quick. Would you rather date someone who can't stop talking or someone who barely talks at all? I need a little
Jesus.
conversation.
I want to know, what do you guys think I would prefer in a person? Do you think I would prefer someone that barely talks or can't stop talking?
I think barely talks because you can't stop talking.
I think he's the third.
I think Tally needs a balance. Yeah, someone
somebody
who talks
talk back.
a lot, talk back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She like that type of
That
aggression.
she could talk to for hours.
Yeah.
And then when she done talking, it's like, okay, I'm
Okay,
done.
done.
I'm done.
Yeah, she
I'm
spit.
done, so we done.
Correct.
Got it.
Correct.
Got it. I think so.
That's not my reality, though. We be talking.
We be talking. Raquel, what about you?
Well, I think it's good for one to know when to talk and when not to talk.
Ooh, come on.
That's what I'd like. Yeah. Because sometimes it's good not to talk, and sometimes it's good to talk.
Yeah. Wisdom.
Know when.
Wisdom is
Yeah,
the
that's
key.
good.
What about you?
If I had to pick, don't talk to me.
Oh, what you mean?
Let me do it.
And after you be on the phone all day long, you want
But
somebody
I be the one talking. It be me. I be talking. I just need an ear. Just give me the ear.
That is not
Just
a
give me the ear.
partner.
Just give me the ear. I
That
just
is
want
not
you
a
to
partner,
listen.
Junie.
It is a
That's
partner. If I
hilarious.
talk and you listen, that's a partnership.
You might as well be going live.
Ooh, child,
Well,
you know what?
we all live on POV.
We all POV. We'll be right back, y'all. Hey, Sugar, welcome back. Thank you all for sticking with
Sugar.
us, Raquel. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide. Now, this is kind of somber. Many of you know Twitch Boss as the talented choreographer and guest host on The Ellen Show, but his story took a heartbreaking turn in 2022. His wife, Allison Holker, recently opened up about his tragic death and how she came to learn of the depths of his mental health struggles. Take a look.
A moment, I was with one of my really dear friends, and we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on.
I don't know what it feels like to have a partner unalive themselves and cause harm. So much prayer and love goes out to her for that. But have you ever felt like venting about your emotions and feeling like you would be overwhelming to the person on the other end of hearing about your emotions?
Not me, honey, because
I'm
I'm
done.
not going to die with these words.
Are you saying as far as to your partner, or are you saying like
To anyone.
Okay, so I've recently started this, maybe like over the last year, I've recently started this thing where I ask people before I unload, I ask them like,
Are you available
how
for
are
this?
you? Yeah, like, do you have enough mental capacity for me to unload, because I need to unload. And if you don't have the mental capacity, then I might overwhelm you with what I'm about to say, whatever it is that I'm about to share with you. You know, so, and I feel like that has worked for me. But also, like, I'm very impulsive sometimes. So I'm also just like, if you're very close to me, I'm like, girl, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, and I just like word vomit, you know, like, so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm going through that right now, and I think I have overloaded my friend. This is my best friend. We've been friends for like, I don't know, over 10 years, and I think I've overloaded him with a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So he's not calling me back right now.
You better answer Raquel's phone.
That's right.
Wherever you are.
But I mean, sometimes, you know, it is emotional, and then you keep like bringing the stuff back up and bringing it up because it's like getting to you, and you just need someone to talk to. But sometimes it's probably best to just talk to a counselor, you know, someone that can help you with some tools to be able to cope with what you're going through, to be able to even articulate what you're going, because sometimes you don't know and you need to dig deep to find out what's the root of the problem. Why am I really going through this? And sometimes you need someone to help you figure that out. So it's good to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is important to get out what's on the inside because, you know, like they say, pressure busts pipes, you know, so sometimes we think, and another thing too, is I think we talked about it once before, you know, about the pressures and the, you know, results of holding things in sometimes, not just getting to the point where you feel like, hey, maybe you want to be over and done with this life, but, you know, also just the health responses that your body has to what goes on. So, you know, with my friends and family, even though it can be heavy sometimes, I just really focus on always, even when I'm busy, creating that safe space where there's nothing that you cannot say. If you feel like today's the day, call me. Now, the bad part is I'm not really good at answering the phone. So call on the Lord first.
Lord have mercy.
Just when you think she's gonna keep it straight, here she comes with something like this.
But I'm dead.
Derailed.
She honest though.
Listen, my grandfather said, make me your last option, your first option.
What granddaddy said?
What did he say? He said, make me your last option, not your first resort. One of those. I love you, Grandpa. Call me last. Call on the Lord first. Call me last.
Not even a text.
Text me, but I may be late, baby. You might have been done did it already. Call on the Lord. That's why I try to give my friends and family Jesus, baby, because anytime you call, he will answer that phone.
You know what? We're going to keep Jesus on the main line.
Hey, tell him
what
what
you want. Okay, tell him what you want. Well, we're going to move on to unpopular opinion and not text Natalia.
Right.
Well, honey, we can officially say adios or goodbye. Or what's another word?
Sayonara.
Sayonara. Your bon voyage.
voyage.
2024. And hello.
Wiedersehen.
What is that? Buenos dias? No, that's good morning.
Oh my God.
Well, hello to 2025. What I'm trying to say. Hola. When it comes to bringing in the new year, there are so many trends, traditions, and popular superstitions. So, which one of these did you all participate in for the new year? Did you eat black-eyed peas? Did y'all cook any black-eyed peas?
Yeah, my mom did.
She did?
She cooked them black-eyed peas, and we ate grapes.
Under the table?
What?
They say
You gotta eat it under the table.
You were supposed to eat them under the table?
Girl, you ain't gonna get
I
nothing.
messed it all up. I read that if you
You done
come
ate them
in the
grapes
house
for nothing.
if you come in the house with an empty suitcase, that means you're gonna travel for the rest of the year. I wish I had known that. I didn't know.
Wow.
I wish I had known.
Wow. I wish I
I'm
knew
gonna
that
start
one
New
too.
Year's today. So when I come in the house this time, it's my New Year's. I do it how I want. I'm gonna come in with an empty suitcase.
I know that's right. And you make sure you eat them grapes under the
Under
table.
the
There
table.
you go.
Yes,
Red or
ma'am.
green grapes?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm not sure if seedless or that's just
You
Or
know,
seed.
I'm
we
sure
just
it probably was green because they always trying to act
I
like
think
green is the money.
yeah, I think it's green.
Or that
If I had
green
to
in the
guess,
picture.
I think it's green.
It's green.
I think.
It's green in the picture over there.
Who knows? I don't do that tradition.
Well, did anyone wear pink or red underwear? They say it brings love and passion into your life in the new year. We got on
Not
pink.
passion.
This sounds like witchcraft to me.
This sounds like 50 Shades of Grey to
What
me.
did it say, evangelist? It sounds like witchcraft. Huh? You draw.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. A friend of mine a couple years ago had put me on the black eyed peas and greens thing. I guess it's like American Southern tradition or
Yeah.
something. And so I was doing it, and I mean, God be blessed them, but this year I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh, well, some people wear new clothes to symbolize a fresh start. Did y'all buy any new clothes?
No, not
I didn't
specifically.
We always
not
buying
specifically.
clothes.
We are.
Right,
Yeah.
every week.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, what about open a window to let out the old year and let in the new year?
Witchcraft.
No, I didn't do that either.
No.
The Greeks smash a pomegranate for the new year.
The Greek.
What does that do?
Yeah, I have no idea, but
Oh.
but that's what they do.
Kiss your partner.
You know
at
for it to be
night.
good.
Listen, I'm not even trying to be funny. All of this sound like witchcraft.
You should be kissing your partner every day. It should just
Anyway.
be at night
Right,
for a healthy
right.
relationship.
Right.
So it's a lot of like relational things apparently that you're supposed to do. So wearing pink or red drawers, eating grapes up under the table, entering into the house with an empty suitcase.
Yes, and you'll travel all year. Gosh, I wish I had known that.
That'd be
You better
bad.
hope you're traveling to the
Yeah,
right
I'm about to
places.
say, 'cause you might be going back and forth to the courthouse.
Not
Really?
Be specific.
They didn't say where you was traveling. They just
They
said
did
you
not.
was traveling.
So I have a ton of Haitian
Y'all
friends.
hilarious.
And none of them Bamas gave me soup jumu.
They did not.
They did not.
You had been
And
talking about that.
I said this in 2024.
You did. I remember that.
What
I'm
is
canceling
soup
all.
jumu?
It's like a certain soup. It's a bunch of stuff. It's like squash. There's I think potatoes and I don't know what else is in it, but it's awesome. Like it's a hearty soup.
Oh,
And most
are you just
Haitians-
supposed to have it for New Year's?
I think.
Yes.
What does
it's-
it do?
I don't know. Maybe it bring them wealth, favor, money, witchcraft. I love all my Haitians, but I was telling my homegirl, I know your mother is a woman of God, baby. But she might have to do away with that tradition.
Can it be superstition? Is that still witchcraft?
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. Okay.
Well, did y'all? Well, aside from witchcraft, okay, let's bring it to Christianity. Did any of you enter into the New Year watch night service?
I was praying with my mom.
Know it.
Praying with my mom.
Okay, it's a safe space. What did you do on New Year's Eve?
I was drunk at the club.
Drunk at the club.
Not in the club.
With a bottle friend? In the club.
No.
Wait a minute.
That's always how I bring in my new year.
Is that your plan for 2025?
I always no. Listen, that was my last day drinking, actually. So
We
kudos.
You went out with a bang.
I went ahead and put that aside. Now I don't know how long the fast is going to last.
Okay.
Because people stress me out on a daily.
Very
but I'm trying, Lord.
That's awesome. Well,
see,
good for you.
Trying.
No
Thank you.
sarcasm, no
Thank
jokes.
you.
Like that is
Thank you.
amazing.
I'm trying.
So dry January. Is anyone else doing anything differently?
Yeah, I'm in the gym too.
I'm
back in the gym.
We back in the gym.
I know that's right. Junie.
Come on, Junie.
She finna have that pack. She said she putting down the 6-pack and she finna get her
Come
6-pack.
on. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Hilarious.
So y'all entered into the new year in church. Okay.
Well, I wasn't in church, but I was praying with my mom.
Praying with mom.
Yeah,
Is
we
that
do
a
that.
tradition for you?
Yeah, we just do that, like, right before. We just get together and we just start praying, bringing in the new year.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Y'all to church too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do, Tally?
I was at watch night service. Huh?
Watch night.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Them kids had to do them fireworks before we went to church.
You know what? Broad daylight.
That's right. That's right.
7 o'clock.
Where were you, Shakira?
I was at watch night service too. So
Okay.
my church was actually on a sabbatical. So like the last week of the year, they give all the families and church members like a week off to be with their families to rejuvenate.
Okay.
So I went to my parents' church and rung in the new year with them, praising God, thanking him for what he did and what he's gonna do for me and my family.
Glory to
Love
God.
that.
And the kids, had to train them up. Because when I was
What
younger,
you gonna do in the kingdom 2025?
come on.
All right.
Yeah, I love that. And I was getting ready to say something, but it just left my mind
no.
because evangelist Natalia here said it. But this has been an amazing show, y'all. Welcome back. This is POV. Well, that's a wrap for today's show. And as you know, we like to leave you with a little something, which is a daily affirmation. And today's is, I have the freedom and the power to create the life I desire.
Glory
and
to
on that
God.
note, thank you so much for watching. This is POV. Catch us here tomorrow at 7:30.